we saw the Lal Street surging to a fresh 52-week high. But guess what? By the end of the session at closing bell, we had reversed the trend. Profit booking in oil and pharma companies, including banks actually, dragged the Nifty below 8,900. My colleague Tanveer Gill joining us with today's highlights. Tanveer, in the first half of the trading session, we were all talking about, are we going to breach 9,000 today? But then we actually went below 8,900.
Well, it was a bit of an anticlimax really for the markets, because we started off talking about 9,000 on the index, and then midway through the session there was a fair amount of unwinding pressure that stepped in. The afternoon trade was particularly brutal because we came off almost about 100 points from the high point of the session on the index, on the Nifty that is. Optically it may seem like a 0.5% loss. For the broader markets there was more to report by way of pain, so the mid-cap and the small-cap indices lost in excess of about 1.5%. And that got reflected in the market with obviously more declines to advancing stocks. But the gainers, few and far between, included auto stocks. Tata Motors, particularly Tata Motors DVR, after what they reported on the JLR side of the business with sales volumes for the month of February. That lifted sentiment on the stock, because remember, the last reference point for Tata Motors was really the big dent that came in the stock price on the back of a poor Q3 earnings show. So that helped Tata Motors recover. We also saw Bajaj Auto, Hero MotoCorp. The market has not been very upbeat about the two-wheeler names. They also saw a bit of a rebound. Among losers, you had banks. All of the large cap banks, private as well as PSU, under pressure. Idea Bharti lost ground. The rental arm deal for DLF finally came through as they're working through the final agreement. DLF on the announcement fell 8% because the rally ahead of the deal was fairly strong. The China ban impact helped lift sentiment across commodities, particularly for NALCO. Among other losers, we had Dhanlaxmi Bank, Jet Airways, Adani Power, again reverse course on the back of profit taking.